Welcome to my channel Educational Paradise. Today in this video we will be discussing another lecture of the computer science, that is variable. We will be discussing variables in JavaScript along with examples. But before starting the video, I want to ask you a question, that in which way or in which form your mother put your household items like flour, pulses, rice, etc. As the answer will be soon revealed in this video, so stay tuned. First of all, we will be discussing a variable. Variables are like containers that have some kind of a meaning. Variables को हम कभी भी values नहीं कहते हैं, क्योंकि variables खुद itself containers होते हैं that store some values for later use in the computer program. जैसा कि मैंने लेक्चर के दौरान यानी इस वीडियो के दौरान आपसे एक सवाल पूछा था कि in which way or form your mother keep your household items, so the answer is here that she uses different kinds of containers. But how these containers are related to the JavaScript? We call these containers variables in JavaScript, in which we store different kinds of data types like string, number, array, etc. We will be finding various kinds of data types here in this video, as there are two types of data types. The first one is primitive and the second one is structured. Primitive data types include strings, numbers, big integer, boolean, null, and undefined values. Whereas structured data types includes object, arrays, and date. I have already written some kind of examples as you can see on the screen. Like string में हम क्या करते हैं, हम सबसे पहले inverted commas add करते हैं and then we write different kinds of words in it. Numbers, 100, 1, 2, 3, these are some of the kinds of the examples of the primitive data types. In structured data types, object is the multiple values in terms of properties and methods, whereas array stores homogeneous set of values, and date includes date like today's date, yesterday's date, or future tomorrow's date, and along with the time. I have used a science tech essay picture here in my video where we can see that we have a container that's name is number and it is storing a numeric value 100. In this picture, two processes are being done. First is declaration and the second one is initialization. So first discover about the declaring a variable, that how we can do it. Variables can be declared using some keywords. In 4 ways we can declare a variable. First one is without any keyword. We don't use any kind of keyword with it. Second one is var keyword. Third is let keyword, and the fourth one is constant keyword. As you can see on your screens, the first example is my name. This is the declaration of variable automatically using no keyword. Second one is var a. This means that variable a, this is the old style declaration. Old browsers support this and we used this keyword from using it, but it is a confusing keyword and it is error prone, so we don't use that much in JavaScript. Third one is let keyword, that is also added in the JavaScript in 2015 and it is preferred for the non-constant. And the last keyword is constant keyword, that declares that constant variable that cannot be changed once a value is assigned. Means the value cannot be changed here when we use the constant keyword with the any kind of a name, variable name. We can also declare multiple variables in the same line. Here in the on the screen var ab reward. Here I am declaring three variables, a, b and reward. Variable is globally scoped, while let and constant keywords are block scoped. var can be updated and redeclared within its scope. Let can be updated but cannot be redeclared. The second one is initialization. Initialization means assigning a value to some variable using different kinds of operators when you declare it or after the declaration and before accessing it. The mostly used operator is equals operator for the initialization purpose. That is also known as the assigned operator. Here x is equals to 5 means that x is storing the value that is 5, and constant y is equals to 6, that the y variable is constant that is storing the value 6, and let z is equals to x plus y. After adding x and constant y, the value, the answer will be stored in the z here. So here a like x, y and z are known as the names of the variables that can also be known as identifier, and 5, 6 and x plus y can also be known as literals. Another example here I have shared, that is, we have declared three variables in a same line of code and we have assigned a numeric value to the reward. Now we are assigning a value to a and b through formulas reward modulus 10 and reward divided by 10. After these calculations, the answer will be stored in the variable a and the variable b. While declaring variables in any language, we have some limitations and rules. The first one is you must be sticking to 0 till 9 number, small a to z and capital A to z along with the underscore character. You must not be using any other character because they may cause error or difficult to understand. Second point is that do not use underscores at the start of the variable name. Always start your variable name with the small or the capital letter because it will make you confused, because this is a certain construct in the JavaScript. Don't use numbers at the start of the variable name. Along with the underscore, never ever use numbers. Fourth one is try to have some kind of a meaningful word. Do not use too much single letters or numbers or big long phrases as a variable name. Case sensitive variables like age, as you can say, the a of the age is small, whereas the other a of the age is the bigger one, capital one. So these two are the different variables. These two cannot be considered as one in the JavaScript. Do not use reserved words of the JavaScript like var, let, constant, function as a variable name. After using these keywords, you must have some meaningful word as a variable name, because if you will not use the meaningful word, it will give errors because some browsers recognize them as different codes. As an example, I have written a code here, document.type HTML. That means this document is of HTML. I have used these lines for declaring these. In this line, we are declaring a variable by using the word var as a keyword, price as the name or the literal, and 1, 2, 3 is initialization, assigning it a numeric value. So here we have declared a variable and initialized it by assigning a value. Must subscribe the channel so that you can be able to get the more interesting videos of education. Thank you. Jazakallah.